Wow, that was very, very interesting. My phone literally just went dead, and it's fully charged. So hopefully, I'm so sorry, everyone. Um, really not sure what happened. The phone literally just went dead, but we're back. For coming back, everyone. My apologies. This weird thing happened where my phone literally just went dead. It was the weirdest thing. Are
We
you there?
back?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. My phone literally just died and it's fully charged. It was like this
Listen,
weird,
tech
like
does
the
all sorts of weird things. We don't need to even try and fathom and work it out because we can't work it out.
I was like, what in the world? But it was weird. It looked like a rainbow on the screen. It looked like an old school TV. I think I was able to capture a picture of it, but it looked like this rainbow came on and then it just went out. So anyway, we're back.
We are back. We are
Let's
back.
breathe.
Let's breathe on that note. And so I just wanted to say, when you breathe today, just remember that these little 5 minutes of connecting to your breath is giving you one of those types of rest that we need to lean into and to be able to use. Of course, you don't always have time to have a big old power nap, and you don't always get 8 hours of sleep. So you need to build these things in. Stopping for 5 minutes, connecting with your breath is a kind of rest that works on every level. So think of
Awesome.
that for today.
Thank you for that. I receive it. I'm going to look out at this amazing view as I breathe.
Yes, nice. Okay, rubbing your hands together fast enough so that you feel the heat. And as you feel that heat, really know it is your energy. It's the energy that you're building, coming from within you. It's also there for you whenever you need it. As you got it, slow it down. Bring your hands into a prayer position. Bring your prayer up so your fingertips lightly touch a space just in between your eyebrows. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale. And an easy exhale. Twice more. Inhale, filling up your belly. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, filling up your belly. Filling up your lungs. Adding some pressure on your fingertips, connecting inwards. Exhale, drop your hands, keep your eyes closed, and simply breathe. Inhaling and exhaling softly through your nose. Keep it really gentle, allowing the breath to enter your system, bringing with it everything you need. And as you exhale, it is taking with it everything that you don't need. Eyes are closed. Focus on that space in between your eyebrows where we really connected with at the beginning. Soften out that space. Allow that softness to travel all the way across your forehead, into your temples, down into your jaw. Add a little tiny gap in between your teeth. Let your tongue rest gently on the roof of your mouth. The next exhale, drop your shoulders away from your ears. As you drop your shoulders away from your ears, really also think about your head elongating upwards. So there's a little bit of space in between the vertebra of your spine. Your shoulders are going down, but there is this equal and opposite energy pull going down into your seat and up through the top of your head. Grounded and connected. Equal and opposite. Inhale, filling up your belly, filling up your lungs. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, filling up your belly, filling up your lungs, expanding your rib cage. Exhale, let it go. If you take your right hand and just place it over your belly. And as you inhale, you're going to feel your belly pushing into the palm of your hand. As you exhale, it just falls away slightly. It's just a little reminder to help you sink your breath right down into the lower part of your belly. Inhale, filling up your belly, connecting with your nervous system that tells you everything is okay, you are safe, you can be calm. Exhale, letting it all go. Exactly. Bring your left hand to your heart center. So now the breath gets to travel between the palms of both hands. Inhale, filling up your belly. The breath is traveling through the center of your body, arriving to your left hand, circling your heart space, and then exhale, it all travels back down. Inhale, filling up your belly, filling up your lungs, circling your heart space. Exhale, let it go. Last one. Inhale, filling up your belly, really push it out. Breath traveling up all the way through the center of your body. Your breath bursting around your heart space underneath your left hand. And as you exhale, you're going to get rid of anything that you don't need. Anything that doesn't serve you anymore, get rid of it with the exhale. Exhale, 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 squeezing out every last drop of breath. And just allowing your breath to take its own natural rhythm. And as you're ready, slowly, gently open your eyes and welcome back to Monday. I hope that got you set up, sorted for the day ahead.
Oh my gosh. The breath is just so powerful.
It's so powerful. It really is. Because it's really connecting us to the exact essence of who we are. You know, there is, it's the one thing we just cannot live without. We can't live without it. We can't live without it for minutes. So it's so important then we're connecting, we're focusing, and we're just taking that time for ourselves. You know, it feels good.
Thank you. It feels so good. So good. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. And there was something that you said during that stuck with me, opposite but equal. When you were talking about the extension.
Exactly. So you're grounding down, but in order to rise, you need to be grounded. Like, it doesn't work just kind of flying off with the fairies, right? Wonderful that your dreams and your aspirations and your goals are all up there, but you have to be grounded so that there's this equal and opposite pull in both directions, staying grounded and reaching high at the same time.
That really stuck with me, and that struck something in me as I heard it, because I felt it exactly in that way. It was just like equal, opposite but equal, and just really, quite frankly, like, I think that's something that we need to practice, not only as we're extending ourselves, but just in life. Because if it was, you know, there will be pulls and things that move us one way. But you have to be opposite, and you have to find equilibrium and steady and groundedness. It just really resonated with me. So thank you for that.
Good.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I love you so much, sister.
Love you too. Love all the tribe. Love being here with you always on a Monday.
We're so grateful.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're so grateful. Have a beautiful day. Please give the entire family my love. Ciao, ciao.
Take care. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, that was incredible. My AirPod is down. That was incredible, wasn't it, everyone? And thank you again for coming back. I'm sorry that I lost service, my phone earlier. Excited to have our next friend of Ty join us. There she is, Kacy. And thank you for your patience, Kacy. We're running a little bit later than normal because my phone died, but hopefully you'll be. Hi.
Hi.
Good morning. God morning to you.
Oh, same to you. Oh my, that was powerful.
Wasn't that so good, Kacy Duke?
God, I hope you can hear me because I didn't remember to put my AirPods on. I was so
No, we can hear you.
so was receiving. Wow.
That
I
was so
love the fact
powerful.
of the grounding and the elongating of the spine and the light coming out of your top of your head and just stretching that, you know. Oh, I needed it. I needed it so
So
much
good.
this morning.
So good.
Nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me. As
No, I'm
always.
so happy that you were able to do this, and thank you for saying yes. And
Oh my goodness.
it's just so wonderful to be reconnected with you.
Yeah. I
Everyone,
hope my audio is good and everything because
you sound perfect. You sound
I just came
perfect.
from a first training session and I'm sitting down. I'm ready to. That was so good. I so needed it. You know.
Oh my gosh.
You know, getting ready and saying I'm going to be there with Ty today, and I'm excited. I'm also nervous, and I'm also, just to talk to your tribe and just to be there with you and your tribe. And I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Oh, I'm so happy you're here. So thank you so much. God morning, everyone. And thank you for your patience this morning. I was a little bit late because I couldn't get on the internet. And I also forgot my book. So I had to email, and I don't have my second phone. I don't know where it is. So I had to email myself the book to my computer. But then the internet wasn't working. And then the glitch came. And so what I'm going to say is
Monday mornings.
Monday morning, the devil is a liar. I am not here for you. But Kacy, before we jump in, let me just share with the tribe who you are in the world to me. Let me just say this. Kacy has been an inspiration to me since I was about 22 years old. I met Kacy when I was working at Oh, the Oprah magazine. And Kacy has always been this amazing woman of wellness, health, beauty, and just love and light. She is one of those dynamos who really helped revolutionize wellness for Black women and understanding of health and wellness and fitness. Um, she was an incredible Equinox trainer, but more than that, she just has always been this incredible light. I'll let Kacy tell you a little bit about her journey as we start to share, but just please follow Kacy Duke. Good morning, God morning to you all. Please follow Kacy Duke. I'll let her share her age because she's very bold in sharing that. But when I tell you that this woman defies age from a number standpoint, but also just embodies the full element of what it means to live fully in God's grace and anointing and power and direction. And so grateful to have you here with us, Kacy.
So humble. So thank you so much. It's a beautiful intro. I appreciate it so much. And much love and light to everyone. And hey, tribe, it's so nice to be here and to be a part of you guys. Your life, your journey, and feels so.
And this tribe is so dope. Kacy, I can't even tell you. They're so dope. They're so committed. They're so invested in one another and in themselves. And it's just so beautiful to see literally every single morning all of these people commune and connect around what we'll read. So I believe Shakora sent everything to you.
Yes.
Today is May 3rd, correct?
Mm-hmm.
This one is really short. So do you want to start off or do you want me to start off? What are you feeling?
I'll start off and then you continue so that you can bring whatever it is that is kind of brewing within you.
This is Ty and Friends, so it'll be about what brews within us. That's as simple as it is.
Yes. So we ready?
We are. We're reading from Iyanla Until Today, her daily devotional for those of you who are not familiar with this space. Today is May 3rd, and Kacy is going to kick us off.
Okay. And so it begins. It really isn't as hard as you're making it.
Oh, Kacy, will you start at the top with I am now receptive?
Oh, so sorry. Yes.
No worries. Yeah.
Okay. I am now receptive to the idea that I can make things more difficult than they need to be.
Oof. Okay.
That's pretty powerful when you think about it. Yeah. And we know we all do it. It really isn't as hard as you are making it. It's really quite simple. Unfortunately, you have so much stuff attached to it. You are creating a burden. You're creating a burden where there need not be one. Where there need not be one. You're creating a problem where none exists. You are causing yourself a great deal of upset for no reason. There is really no reason to fight or argue about it, to explain or demand an explanation. You are clear.
You did not like what happened. It did not honor you. It was a violation of your boundaries. It was not in keeping with your agreement you made or the agreement someone else has made with you. What is happening or has happened is not of your choice, nor is it of your making. So it's really very simple. Stop looking and asking for an explanation. Stop demanding that people do what they have already demonstrated an unwillingness or inability to do. Accept what has happened and decide what you are going to do about it. Once you make the decision that honors you, move on. Until today, you may have been prone to making the realities of your life a bit more difficult than they need to be. Just for today, accept what you know and feel to be right for you without trying to convince others that it must be right for them. Today, I'm devoted to seeing things plainly and keeping it simple.
Ooh, I love that. Keeping it simple.
Keeping it simple. So, Kacy, there's so much in this little paragraph today that jumps out at me.
Me too.
But one of the things that speaks to me is stop looking and asking for an explanation. Stop demanding that people do what they have already demonstrated an unwillingness or inability to do. Let me just tell you right now, part of the challenge that I think we have in life when we're dealing with people is that people demonstrate to us very clearly who they are, how they show up, what they're able to do, what their inabilities are, what they're willing to do. But then we still keep coming, expecting things of them. And then we sit in our disappointment, in our frustration, in our anger, in our resentment, because we're upset that they didn't do what we wanted them to do. Thank you, beneath the crown.
I think Maya Angelou said, when people show you themselves, you better look.
And listen, and you see it, and it's so plain and so clear. But we, in our own shit, excuse my language, in our own stuff, get to a place where we just want to continue to expect certain things of people, knowing that they already cannot do it. They can't provide it. And that just holds true for me. It's like, why are we expecting certain things from people when they can't do it? So what jumps out for you? What jumps out for you?
The word choice. We choose to be in that kind of environment sometimes. We choose because sometimes I have to say, give us a little bit of break, because we really sometimes expect greatness from people, and it's up to them to show up with the greatness. We can't force it out of them. So sometimes in the way, as a parent, you try to show your kids, you want them to do better. When they know better, they do better. Another great quote. When you know better, you do better. But I think that we forget that we have a choice. And so we've chosen to deal with this situation. We've made the choice to say, I'm going to try to change. I'm going to try to change them so that I won't have to change me, because I think that I'm really right about things. And what people don't realize is that everybody has their journey, and everybody has the stuff that they're operating from, be it something that you learned as a child, something that you inherited from parents, from bad relationships, from good relationships. But there's something that's fueling your entire being. And so you have to be a little gentle with yourself. And this is when I think we spoke about this earlier, when you have to try to integrate some experiences so that they don't become a burden to you. So that you're trying to make those things that you felt like you were wrong, right, or make someone change so that you can feel like, you see, I was right. There's got to come a point in time that we realize that this is them and I'm me. I can state the fact that I'm not happy about this, but make it the point that you have to whether this thing is right for you, because I know it's not right for me. And, that will cause you to say, I'm out of here, or I refuse to deal with that right now. When you're ready to be, when you're ready to just try to be a little better towards me, or find a way how to be better towards yourself, because something is making them, we want them to change for us because we see something that's not really great, but it might be what they need at that time to spark their stuff, to make them say, well, this isn't good, and give them a chance to change. So
but something you said, but one of the things that you said that was really poignant to me is that we also have expectations of people changing because we don't necessarily want to do the work to change ourselves. And that holds true whether or not someone is showing up in a certain way, but we also have to change our expectations of them too. So you know what I mean? Sometimes the change is not necessarily this big thing, this next level thing that you have to do. Sometimes it's just shifting your expectation so that person can live in their truth, whatever their truth is at that moment, right? Until there is alignment, we can accept that they are where they are and do what we need to do. Their
journey is their journey. Their trajectory is their trajectory. The more that you focus on their trajectory and what they're doing, especially if it's something that's not right, if it's something.
I think you're buffering, Kacy. Marsha, I see you. Yes, it's live and let live. And I think, Kacy, while Kacy is buffering, hopefully you all can still see me and hear me. I think, the other powerful piece of this is that it's not that complicated. It is really not that complicated. I see what your question was, Net, about how long do we give them to change. Hopefully Kacy will come back in if she's able to. How long do we give them to change? I think, everyone's situation is different. So we just have to allow the space for people to be who they are in the time that they can be who they are, right? And just allow them that space, because again, to Kacy's point, we can change our expectations, and that sometimes is just the change that is needed. So stop demanding or expecting other people to show up in a different way, and just accept where they are as their truth. That's the powerful thing. And it's one of those things that's so simple as saying, like, I know you are in this place right now, and this is what you're able to give at this moment. It works for me. It doesn't work for me. So I'm going to allow you your time, your space to do what you need to do, that which you must do.
And am I back yet?
You're back.
So, we were talking about some being on someone else's trajectory, or even just talk about the timing of it. It's like, if you say, well, how much time should you give them? Well, how much time are you in a good feeling space? Your feelings are that's your barometer. That's your radar, how you are feeling, your truth, how you are feeling. If you're not feeling great, like I always say, if you're not feeling great and you want to give it some time, take a nap. If you can't get out of your head, take a nap, come back to it. But if you're constantly feeling something, especially towards another person, you have, that is going to be your gauge. Am I really happy? Am I masking something and looking for them to change because I'm not happy? And so if they're on a trajectory of something that doesn't serve you, that means that you're focusing on their trajectory. So that's pulling you into that trajectory. Instead of you saying, you know what, I'll leave you here and let you work this out. But I'm here to love you whenever you need to, but I can't go there with you. I can't do that with you, because then you're staying on your trajectory of truth, and automatically you become maybe a better example for them to say, you know what, let me check out her trajectory or his trajectory so that I can, I can get something from that. This is when this is that connection that we all have to help each other. It's nothing that we have to do something. Sometimes we have to let go, let go and let God. Sometimes we have to let go and let them figure their stuff out, where we send them, where we give them, we see them in the greatness of who they are. If you don't keep that trajectory of like knowing that, you know, that someone is really great, like that, even though I worry about my son being in Arizona, you know, my grandkids, and it's like, but I see them safe. And every time I get this little feeling of like, oh God, I hope this is nothing, something, and he's not being stopped by cops or something's not happening. I just say, no, I surround him with the white light of Christ.
With the love, absolutely.
I do this, and I see him as happy, successful, healthy. And that's the trajectory that I try to keep. So I don't look for the bad. You know, sometimes you have to just say, you stay there and let me see you as I really would love to see you.
You know what you're saying, and I think this is really powerful too, is that, and Iyanla says this here, you know, it was a violation of your boundaries. Boundaries, you know, we talk about boundaries a lot as a way of blocking out something negative and bad. But boundaries are also guidelines for how we are supposed to center ourselves and feel. So boundaries go both ways. So there are external boundaries where we're saying, okay, this doesn't work, don't come over into this lane. Yeah. But also if we have those internal boundaries that condition us and tell us to feel and honor ourselves in certain ways. So they're healthy boundaries. So what you just explained about what you do with your son is like, the boundaries is like, I'm not going to think negative. I'm going to create positive thoughts, positive healing. I'm going to speak light and love. That's a healthy boundary too. And so as you're creating boundaries in your life around people who may not honor you the way that you want to be honored, you're telling them that doesn't fit here. But inside your own boundaries, that means you have to honor yourself.
Exactly.
And that's the lane, and that's the example that you have to create. Because when you create, you say, this doesn't work for me, this is external. But internal to what I'm going to do, it's almost like, you know, I was having this conversation with someone. I said, you know, as a believer, I said, look, you know, I don't have a problem with what other people believe. But as for me and my house, we are going to serve the Lord. So the boundaries is that outside of my house, you can do that which you must do. But inside my house, our boundaries are going to look like
you
this.
have to know, you have to be clear. Have to know how you travel, and you have to honor that. But
you have to be clear.
It was really interesting. You say create, and people sometimes forget that they are co-creators. That they're just down here to just like, you know, whatever. You're down here to create and to experience. You're here in this earth to do all these things. And as a co-creator, why not create the life and the love and the experiences that you want? And when you spend time really creating that, and I'm going to say this because and just hear me out on this one. When I started choosing more wisely the kind of men that I attracted, you know, because I did have a first husband who was nice, but he wasn't for me. We were too young. The second one was a piece of shit, and he was abused. And I learned from that, and I know that has never happened again, because I integrated all those experiences, and I realized that I'm a real bad bitch because I survived that, and I survived this, and I survived COVID, and thank you God. And things, you know, I've got it, you know. I'm just going to keep working on myself. But what I did was in order to find those kinds of relationships, either with my friends or with men that have gotten better through the years. And yes, I'm 66 years old, and you do get wiser as you get older. Trust me, you do. But I learned how to, by creating, and I asked God, bring me, you know what? I'd like to attract someone, not a carbon copy of me, but someone who has similar values, that are loyal, that are loving, that are generous, all the things that I want to be, so I can be about doing that without feeling like, oh, I better not do too much, they're going to take advantage of me, or I better not do this. So I started creating and seeing and writing about the kinds of people and men and friends that I really wanted in my life to be, so that I can let them be them. So I'm not looking for a carbon copy, mind you. I'm just looking for people who have and that's what it has a tribe. That's how this collective consciousness. And so why not do that in the people that you meet in your relationships, and just put it out there to stop you from thinking about someone else being like, oh, they're not good enough, and trying to change, by creating and saying, well, you know what? It's getting better and better. You know, and focus on that, so that you will always know when you meet someone, if it's someone that's going to spend a lot more time with you, even if it's a new friend, you say, we're going to be friends for life, I can tell. You will feel it, because it'll be something that lets you be you. and let you exhale into a friendship or a love that you don't have to wonder and worry because of the past pains. Because those pains do become balls and chains that we constantly look
That
through.
hold us back.
F
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
F that. Integrate them to say they were moments to teach me what I don't want. And that's why when I talk about the second ex-husband, I know that I never attracted anybody like that, because as soon as I can smell, I'll be, oh no, been there, did that. Don't need to do that. Thank you for the experience. You don't need to keep pushing them on me. I got it.
But you want to know what? I love what you said, and I see all the comments of 66. What is Kacy's skincare regimen? Everyone has to follow Kacy Duke to get all the way in. It's her skincare regimen. It's how she treats her body. It's how you honor your spirit. It's how you honor your spirit. It's how you honor yourself. It's the people that you keep in your circles or not. But you know, it's so interesting. This idea of making.
I just got chills.
Talk to me.
I just got chills.
Talk to me. Look, and I see you, Nat. Listen, this idea of these boundaries that you talk about, and making this list, and when you get so clear about who you are and who you are called to be, when you get so clear and emphatic about it, I tell people all the time, you will only attract that which is going to honor you. Yes. When you are clear, you don't even have to necessarily create all these lanes and all these boundaries. Who is going to come to you when you are clear? Because when you are a child of God and you know that God is all the way up inside of you,
all the way,
there is no way that nothing but light and those things of God will come to you. And anything else, you can literally, like you said, you can see it, you can smell it, you can sniff it out before it even shows up.
That you listen, that you're on the trajectory of listening. You realize that because you ask, oh God, please, and we pray and we do all this, but it's like the work comes from believing that you are worthy of those things, because sometimes we find it so difficult to believe that we can actually worthy of having a great relationship, having financial success, having success. We find it because it seems like we see the struggle sometimes in people, and then the people that we don't see it, we think they just like automatically became a success, and it's been a struggle there. But the thing that they didn't let the struggle bring them so far down. We didn't it didn't beat them up so much. It made them say, okay, I'm a little knocked down, but let me get up and wash my face off and put some, Tiger Balm on and keep it moving. It's like it's all about when you start to concentrate, and you'll change your list. Even when you are not feeling good, just say, you know what, this is what I claim. This is what I claim for myself. And this is what I like. Thank you, God. And it's like, sometimes it says, what does it say? It's the faith of a mustard seed. And
the size of a mustard seed. That's it. Yeah.
Get really down, I just say, God, like the lost lamb that you picked up and put on your around your back and carried him to the right spot. Pick me up and put me on my right path. Put me on my right path. And if you do that, it's like it takes all of the what's happening to me. And then if you can't take a nap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just get out of your own way and just write what you want and then keep it moving. And it's the reason why I got so emotional, because I could feel that people you guys get it. It is about being that co-creator, and it's like, and that's that connection to God force. I don't know if you believe in a rock, if you believe in whatever you believe in, it is your choice, and just honor it by at least being that partner with it, not just expecting it to just like whatever. It's like, be the partner of staying and giving it energy and giving it breath and attention and a little joy, a little this, you know what I mean? It's like, and you know what I'm saying? You're right. You create the people around me, my friends, my clients, everything. I dig them so much. I learned how to pace myself and take a pause and say, no, that one's not for me, and trust that I will be okay.
Come on now. And see, I think the other thing is the example that you spoke of earlier, and being an example to other people. When you learn how to honor yourself, just by your practice of honoring yourself, you teach other people how to honor you. Yeah. But you also teach other people how to walk in an honorable way. So that's why this is so, it all comes back to us. You know what I mean? It always comes
The
back to us,
choice.
the choices that we make, the way that we choose to show up for ourselves. And then that is an example for other people. People will not violate you if you don't violate yourself.
Yep.
There will be no
And it doesn't mean
violations.
that they have to do it exactly like you, but
You,
you will
exactly.
inspire them to be the best version of themselves. You know, my friends, you know, like I love to entertain. I love to do things. I love to have people over. I love to watch people have a great time. I like to be a part of my friends' happiness. You know, I love to, sometimes I just sit back and they say, Kacy, I'm just watching everybody have a great time and everybody, and I cook and I do it. And it's like, they would think, oh no, Kacy, but you did too much. And this time we're going to help. It's like, it's not even about that. It's something that I enjoy, you know?
Yeah.
And my son will say, he says, Mom, you taught me how to have the best time of my life. He said,
Yeah.
you and your parties and your friends coming over. It's like, he's seen it all. When I said, Mom, Christmas party starting, it's November, we got to get set up. And he's like, oh God. But he remembers those are great memories for him. And he says, whenever it comes time, he says, boy, no matter what, you had a great time, Mom. You loved watching.
Yeah.
And so he does the same thing. It's just like you, by example. If
By
you're
example.
creating some joy in your life, you're going to attract friends like that. And even if they're down, they may say, you know what, I'm gonna find some joy in my life. So it's like we're all examples of God in action, and we forget that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. This was so powerful. I think because I see the affirmations coming in, I just want to challenge everyone to go back to the I am statements that we made last week. If you're not feeling worthy, if you're not feeling empowered, start with your I am. Start with your I am. Get clear about who you are. And even when you're unclear, because all of us have days where we know who we're called to be, but sometimes it doesn't sit well, or we don't honor it the way that we should. Get clear and practice your I am statements. Know that you are worthy. Know that you're capable. Know all of those things. And then be the example. Honor yourself so that other people will honor you. Be the example of how you want to be treated. Don't violate yourself so other people won't believe that they could violate you. Just be the example. This was so great, Kacy.
Can
This
I
was
do
so
one
great.
shameless plug?
You can plug anything you want to.
Because when you said the I am, you know, my philosophy is based on what I call the 3 elements of self. It's I am, I can, I do. It comes to mindset, motivation, and then movement. Because I'm in fitness, the physical part is always the last part. The mindset, the emotional, the I am is the most important part. It's like being able to come clean with yourself, honor yourself first. And so my book is called Show It Love. Celebrate the body you have to get the body you want. And it's all about, it's in 3 sections. I am, I can, and I do. And even if you don't, just go online and read the I am part, because it's so much what you're talking about. But at the same time, it's so important to start off with that I am. The I can is your spiritual. I always say that it's emotional, spiritual, and physical. But spiritual doesn't have to be, it's just a religious experience. It's how do you become your own life's motivation? Who do you call to see if you can get inspired from? What do you do to inspire yourself? So that first part, that I am, is so important, because
it's
the I
foundational.
can and the I do, when you balance one, you become stronger with the I am. But when you come in, all 3 come into balance, you become your potential. And that's the thing that I think I want people, and that's why I said I had to have a shameless plug, because
It's not a shameless
this
plug.
book is so important.
Listen, so we are a tribe of people, Kacy, that literally support, and so
It's
that's
been
why
out there for a while, but I just love it because, you know, McGraw-Hill, when I first had, they wanted to say 10 days to a tight button. I was like, what? You know, that's not me. And they were like, I don't know if anybody will get Show It Love, celebrate. But I said, that's it. But you know what? I fought for it, and we got it that way. And it's been a book that I know that it's last the test of time. And it's almost like 6 years old, but it's still happening, and it's still, but that I am, I can, I do. Those are such grounding, building blocks.
I love it.
For who we are spiritually, emotionally, physically, all of that. And I'm just so glad that when I heard the I am, I was like, that's so great.
But you want to know what? Like you said, the I am is foundational. Again, when you're clear about who you are, and also, I just want to say this to everyone: the journey of becoming is an ever evolving journey. It's an ever evolving journey. So who we are today and our declaration of who we are today might be different than the declaration we'll make next week. But you have to be clear about calling into existence who you are in this present moment in order for you to get and become all that you're becoming. That's why, to your point, Kacy, that I am, I can, I do. It's a continuum, because when you proclaim who you are today, and then you can, you know that you can do it, and then you actualize it and you do it, you become. It's that journey. So I really do appreciate that. I want all the I am declarations to continue. I see you, Steffi. I see you, Shelly, Lanice. I see you, Mitch. I see you, Tasha. Continue to just affirm yourself today and be clear about who you are. Know that you can, and then let's do. Ever evolving. We're ever evolving. Kacy, this has been fantastic. Thank you so very much. Everyone, please follow Kacy Duke. Want to shout out and thank Aicha as well of Breathe by AMCK. Please follow all of them. Purchase Kacy's book, I Am, I Can, I Do.
Show It Love. It's called Show It Love.
Show It Love. Show It Love by Kacy Duke. But follow Kacy on her page. Also, if anyone is looking for a trainer, she is truly the best. And when you look at her site, Kacy, stand up and show people this 66-year-old body. Come on. Since you're here.
Oh.
Come on. Since you're here. Since you're here. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Come on. Okay, come on. Look, since we're here.
It's not about me. You know, I never really show my body.
Wait. Kacy, what I need you to do is take the phone off the stand and show people this body. That's what I'm asking you to do. Because at 66,
I can't believe I'm actually going to try to do
this. Yes, you're going to do it. Because you, listen. Kacy,
it's not about me. It's about everybody.
But let me tell you this. Don't be shy. Kacy works at it, and so here's the other thing about becoming and transforming. A lot of us have a lot of work to do, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. But all of them come together and they work in concert. And so when you get clear in your mind about that which you want to become, you can, and then you do. So Kacy, thank you for showing us love.
Nothing external matters except what you allow to reflect from the inside. So everybody can have beautiful lines to their bodies. This is not about a size thing. This is about a healthy body. And from somebody who just had a hip replacement and then having to get back, let me tell you something. Do something every day just to honor yourself, whether that's walking, whether that's doing nothing, and you feel good about it. So it's just, I don't want it to be just about my body, but I want them to be about. Let me,
Kacy, let's also do this though. Let's not deny the fact that in our living, spiritually, emotionally, physically, we're all able to be an example, also an example, and also inspiration. And so it's not about, because we love everyone's body, and you need to love your body exactly how it is. But we also want to encourage you and know that if you want to get to something, I am, I can, I do.
Exactly.
Okay.
Got it.
Love you so much. Thank you so much for sharing this space with us. Have a beautiful Monday.
Yes. Everybody have a beautiful Monday.
Thank you, Kacy.
Thank you, honey.
That was amazing. Everyone, just thank you so much for joining and being here for Morning Mindset with Ty and friends. I want to thank Aicha again and Kacy, and to all of you who tuned in also on Saturday and heard from my dynamic pastor, Pastor Mike Waldron. If you didn't listen to it, you can go back and watch previous episodes on IGTV. I'm sending you all so much love this beautiful Monday. Have a blessed week. I love you. Love and blessings. Bye.